Hello, Mr. Maguire. First of all, thank you very much for having us. Are you enjoying the show? The second time of you here.
Yeah, it's been very busy. A lot of people coming by. Everyone's been very nice. It's pretty loud, but yeah, that's my only complaint is how loud it is.
Just imagine what JM Damatites would think about it, but he did cancel.
Yeah,
he had to cancel, but unfortunately, I hope he comes back in another occasion. Well,
has he been here before?
No, not him.
Oh, all right,
not him. By the way, along with Keith Giffen and John Mark Dematais, you reinvented the league. And why? How do you think? What was the occasion that made this reinvention, make this your league so current from the days of today and not something dated from the 80s?
Because everyone loves to laugh. I think it's as simple as that. And I think just the camaraderie of the characters. I think that kind of stuff stands the test of time because everyone knows what it likes. Everyone knows what it's like to have friends, and everyone knows what it's like to work with one guy who's a jerk.
And your stories has something like satirical humor and action as well.
Yeah.
And what are your procedures to coexist these two genres in your stories?
Well, to be honest with you, I was just the guy who drew it.
Yeah.
These are the sort of questions you would ask Keith Giffen and Dematis because they were the masterminds behind all that.
But without you, you would not have movement on it.
Oh, without me, it would have been a different artist.
But you are essential in that.
I played my part.
Okay. Well, your Justice League of America #1 is so iconic that you are yourself reinventing these covers with another characters. And which other covers do you consider on this level? So icon artists from the past, the 80s and 90s, and even current ones.
Wow, I don't know. I'm not the guy to ask something like that. Someone who's much better schooled. You're asking me questions that I don't feel legitimately qualified to answer.
Do your best.
I don't know, like what. I mean, it feels almost egotistical for me to say, well, my cover is on the level of this, or my cover is on the level of that. It's.
Well, which cover do you think is better than yours?
Oh, a lot of covers are better than mine.
Mention something.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, I don't know. Killing Joke.
Okay. Brian Bolin.
Yeah.
It's an artist that you admire.
Oh, yeah.
And there's any current artist that you know from the new generation that you appreciate?
I like, what's his name, Ryan Sook.
Ryan Sook.
He's really good.
Which works do you like most of him?
Which works of his? All of them. Everything I've seen has been great. I love what he does.
Okay. And one of your trademarks are the facial expressions.
Mm-hmm.
I know you always do this, like this. May I show through the camera the art?
Sure, I guess so.
Like this one. So your facial expressions are very, very unique. And where did this idea came from? And is there any other artist that you inspired in this kind of elements?
Well, it wasn't really an idea that I came up with. It just seemed to make sense to me. I mean, I don't know why everyone doesn't do that. I mean, it's like being an actor. It's like, the characters are feeling something and you got to relay that visually on the page, depending upon the script. It was, like I said, it wasn't anything I sat down and said, what can I do that's different than anybody else? It just seemed to make sense to me.
Okay. One artist that I like very much, it's Basil Wolverton. It's a guy that, do you like him? Because he is a unique artist with portraits. It's a different style.
Very different style, yeah.
But every time I remember about him, because he does a lot of portraits, just like you do with facial expressions with, or scatology, but it still does. Talking about humor one more time, once I mentioned Basil. Now the days are different. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
And the stories are different too. Something you did in the past are not very comfortable to do nowadays. How do you deal with this? I know you are the drawer, but the writers had to get adapted to this times as well. For
Yes.
you, how do you deal with this?
Again, as you said, that's. Were these questions you were having for Dematis? I mean, that's these.
No, it's for both.
Okay.
For both, I guess.
Are you expecting us both to be here?
No. But I mentioned the facial expressions.
That's true.
This is
You
something
did.
unique.
You did.
The covers.
You did.
I ain't talking about art as well.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I know Keith probably would have struggled with it a bit more because his sense of humor was really out there, and a lot of people probably weren't ready for some of the ideas he would love to do. But you know, you just put out your best ideas and just hope that an audience that is responsive to it will find it.
Okay. So thank you very much, Mr. Maguire, and enjoy the show.
Thank you for stopping by.